Begin. Meow. What the F? And I'm back. No, I'm just saying I'm back because everything shut down again for some reason. It's like once we start the stream, Zoom doesn't like it. Sorry about that. I'm Caster, and I play a cat. And my duty is to usher the souls of the dead back to where they belong, usually to their remains, so that they can move on. think we were just about to go into the room. We hadn't actually gone into the room. Oh, we have gone in? Okay. Ah. You've spent so long playing on that technological device, you've forgotten you can talk to other things. Did I see what? No sound at all?
No sound.
Try now. There was a setting turned off that should not have been.
We have sound now.
Okay. That
All
is
right, continue.
Okay, so how much has been not heard?
probably
Basically
all.
everything.
Okay,
Oh,
so
no.
I'll give a recap.
Oh dear.
So, the foxes and cats are at a school in the wing that has been closed off. They've gone to the art room and found out that the game of 100 Candles was being played there. There were mannequins there that animated. They dealt with the mannequins. They noticed that the candles are going out one at a time, which is considered to be a bad omen. They found out that the slit-faced woman, which is a ghost, is out in the alley still haunting the area, and they're now discussing what to do about all of this. After a bit of theorizing, Yukari has come up with the idea of talking to the room itself or the candles, because her fox ability is the ability to talk to man-made objects. Now we carry on.
Yes. So, I will ask. Can I ask the room? I'll ask the room if it's possible to show us what happened.
Shiori can use her illusion ability as a conduit if necessary.
Oh. Hmm.
Sure. So
That way, everybody would know.
the room kind of shakes for a little bit.
Mhm.
One of the cloths comes off the easel, and you see the room come up in paint across the canvas.
Oh, cool.
It shows a number of children sitting with the candles telling stories. It shows the children obviously looking scared. Some of the candles have gone out. And then it shows the children leaving, the game not finished.
Okay.
Mhm.
So that means that it's still waiting for more stories.
Mhm.
But all 100 candles are lit. with blue flame.
Well, no, they've been going out. Presumably, they've been going out corresponding um, to the stories that the children told and also to any stories that they've heard nearby. So we need to prevent the candles from hearing stories. Or come up with a story that that would end this situation.
Traditionally, the stories told are scary ghost stories. Perhaps we can tell an uplifting one.
Hey, Bryn,
Yes,
do you want to spend a story point to have a clue?
sure.
Okay, since you deal with legends and stories specifically, what has probably happened is they started gathering the energy from the telling of the stories and the snuffing of the candles and stuff. They were starting a ritual. They left the ritual hanging, so it's cursed them. And things are starting to come out. That's a theory.
So Bryn will share that with the others. And so we this, as long as this ritual is hanging, it will continue this curse, it sounds like.
So we need to find a way to end the ritual without putting anyone else in danger and deal with the things that have already started to appear.
No, the only way to end the ritual is to tell all the stories. Correct?
That would be the normal way to end the ritual, yes. So I think we can fashion a story that will be a suitable conclusion to this ritual. But in order to uncurse the children who were telling these stories, we probably want to include them in the story that will end the ritual as a way of wiping the curse off of them.
Tell 85 more stories and each one ends and they lived happily ever after.
But I get the sense that this person, the being that is listening to these stories, doesn't like "and they lived happily ever after" without there being some kind of scariness to the story.
Yes, ghost stories typically don't end with "and everything was fine."
Especially Japanese ghost stories.
Yes.
The best way I've heard it described is in J-horror, the supernatural is effectively a natural element, and this overruns everything regardless of who you are and what you care about. It doesn't care. It doesn't even notice you. You just get caught up in its wake.
So I have an idea of what kind of story we could tell. We could tell a story that draws the curse off by invoking the fate of the children and tying it to something valuable, something that the being that appreciates these stories would be interested in and drawn to. So what do we know about what did you say the name of the being that is supposedly drawn to this is?
Let's see.
If Shiori recalls correctly, it is the Aoandon.
The Aoandon. So what do we know about Aoandon? The Aoandon likes ghost stories.
Aoandon, the name means it refers to the blue fire in the candles, or,
Mhm.
or a blue lantern or light.
Yukari pulls out her pulls out her phone and starts researching and also asking her network of geeky friends, like, hey, what does anyone know about the Aoandon?
Well, you're given a URL almost instantly.
Ooh.
Oh, look,
Mhm.
there's a URL on your Discord.
Yes.
Uh-huh. Oh. Yokai.com. Aoandon.
Mhm.
Oh, it certainly looks demonic. Mm. Translation, Blue Lantern. Diet, fear. Huh.
Mhm.
This fear takes the appearance of a demonic woman with long black hair, blue skin, blackened teeth, sharp claws, and horns. Wears a white or blue kimono and glows with an eerie blue light. I see. I'm not going to read out. I am not going to read aloud all of this.
So the summary is that it feeds off of fear, and the stories would be that it would come out once the final candle was snuffed. What happened after the final candle is snuffed is never made clear. It might come out and slaughter everyone in accordance with the kind of stories that were told, or it just might do a jump scare, then leave having had its fill of scaring the hell out of everybody. The reason nobody has found out is there's no record of anybody going through all 100 candles.
Oof.
So
Does that mean that everyone who's done this ritual has left it hanging?
that is a very good question.
Or can it be safely ended with the 99th story?
That is also a good question.
Second sister,
Yes.
could you ask the candles about that? About how many have to be snuffed? How many have to hear a story before the ritual is over? Can we safely end the ritual on the 99th story with one light that remains?
I don't know if they'll know, but I can ask them. So yeah, I will ask the candles about that. Do they know?
No, because they've never been part of a ritual like this before.
It's like, we're new to this, lady.
We know as much as you do.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, by the way, we're cursed.
Oh.
We kind of figured that. We're
We've
trying
been-
to.
We just happen to relight every single night and then go out one by one until about 23 of us are snuffed out. Then it goes through the cycle the next night.
So 23 stories were
Does the
told.
number of candles that go out change from night to night?
No.
No. Okay. It does occur to me a thing that the Aoandon might like would be an ornate or possibly blessed blue lantern. Blue glass lantern?
Possibly. All right. We could do something like that. I know a story that fits that. So, in order to make such a lantern, we would probably need some sand or glass. Sand with which to make glass. And I believe your shrine has lucky sand, if I'm not mistaken.
It does. It
As
does.
for the blue.
Now, the other thing we should remember is that the spirits that are being summoned probably also need to be considered while we are going about making this object that you're suggesting.
Kamaitachi has been dealt with, so that's one.
That was the no, that was the weasel creature, or
Yes, the one that went after your leg.
Sickle weasels.
Mhm.
Yukari sort of grimaces and rubs her leg a bit.
I
Mm.
did see the smile girl out in the alley. So she's out there at the moment.
We'll need to make sure no mortals go into that alley and encounter her until we're ready to deal with her. And that will involve excising all of her victims.
I was able to call her back to her grave, since I know where it is in the cemetery. We could encounter her there again. Perhaps with better
Potentially.
preparation.
It
Yeah,
seems
and
that
we
she only
do.
appears at night.
Mhm.
If she appears in the
So-
alley at night, she may wander wherever during the day.
So
So we
the
do
thing
know as well.
She did appear in the hospital room.
so
But
Yeah.
she was tracking the boy she'd marked.
so the thing is, you noticed that she was
Yes.
in the alley. You don't want her to get any more victims, but you've been staying in the school for about another 10 minutes.
Oop. Yeah, that's a good point. All right.
How about this? Mia, we'll just decide to jump out the window.
I regret nothing.
I would rather use the door myself. I don't
I should
think there's
consider my life choices.
Aren't we on the first floor?
Crash. I'm okay.
Oh, second floor.
Second floor, yeah, we're
It'd
fine.
be fine for Cash to do it. Cat's always land on her feet.
Well, actually, the funny thing is, cats can theoretically fall an infinite distance and not get hurt on the landing.
Mm-hmm.
The terminal velocity is low enough that it's not fatal.
But they
Wow.
have to, if they fall too short a distance, then they get in trouble because they don't have enough time to reorient themselves. They have to land on their feet, which means they have to fall from high enough up for them to survive.
For them to do that flip. Yeah.
It's the same thing with squirrels. When squirrels get flung, they use their tail to reorient themselves and land perfectly fine.
Next character.
Unless they're thrown straight at an
Immune to
object,
fall damage.
in which case, good luck.
Yeah. Anyway, back
So
to the
I
game.
am in a fox form right now, so hopefully that
Yeah.
helps.
Okay, so you
Yes.
fling yourself, you auto-defenestrate and fling yourself out the window, landing perfectly fine in the back playground. So yeah, it's about, getting close to 12:30, 1 o'clock. It's been getting on. There's a little boy bouncing a ball in the backyard of the school. And then, there's the alley where the ghost appeared. The ghost isn't there at the moment.
This
We
is
waited
midnight.
too long.
Why is a little boy bouncing a ball here?
The question is that in fact a mortal child, or is that a spirit who was summoned by the stories?
I
Okay,
suppose
well,
we'll find out.
Mia's already there, so what can she see of the child?
The child looks to be maybe 15 years old, has their back to you, and is just bouncing this ball off the wall and back and off the wall and back, and then bouncing it up and down, and is wearing light autumn clothing.
What season is it?
Autumn.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think we should follow Mother.
Well, the rest of you are still in the school.
Yeah,
Well,
that's why I'm saying
I'm using the door and the stairs to get out.
Yeah.
Some of us are civilized. And then there's
Well-
Shiori.
Oh yes, we started a new session, so certain people are going to be unhappy right now.
Caster's always unhappy.
Yes, two of you are in wrathful mode, unless you spent a story point.
Caster's gonna jump
I
up
will
on
refrain from
Breen's
doing that.
shoulder and just ride.
Okay.
So
Might use
Shiori
it.
will also go out the window.
Okay.
I'm taking the door.
Okay. So, Mia, what are you doing? Bounce, 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 toss. Bounce, 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 toss.
I am going to investigate this child because what are they doing?
They're bouncing a
Why are
ball
they
off the
here?
wall.
Why are they here?
Mhm. Okay, you approach the child. The child hasn't turned to look at you yet, doesn't even know you're there.
I'm going to choose to transform.
Okay. All right, you transform. The boy is still not aware that you're there yet. Unfortunately, you do not make transformation noises when you change form.
That's
a good
actually a good thing.
Yes, fortunately.
I just
I
imagine.
sound like an
little
Autobot.
So I'm going to say, excuse me, and kind of like look at the boy like,
The boy kind of stops the bouncing, goes, yes, and turns to look at you. Blank for the face.
That is a no
Ha.
good.
The little boy looks at you. Can I help you? And this little slit smile shows up.
Slit smile.
a slit smile.
Slit.
Yeah, it's basically no lips, just a kind of a thin line that comes up in a little smile.
Hmm.
Okay.
Not ear to ear.
So
Okay.
not related to the Sakayama. All right. Well,
Is Shiori next to me yet?
Sure.
I've probably been creeping up behind, yeah.
How can I help you?
I'm gonna. So, what are you doing out here?
I'm playing ball all alone. I would think that was obvious. You saw me doing it, right?
Just like this is totally
It's
normal.
just an odd hour.
Well, that's because the boys don't play with me during school hours, so I come here by myself. So what are the foxes doing out here?
Well, do you know about the lady who was in the alleyway earlier?
Oh, yeah, I stay away from her. But yeah, the other kids have been talking about it a lot.
Like what?
Do you know? She's gone now. Do you know where she goes?
She's probably deeper in the alley, or she might have found a victim and is starting to hunt them, that kind of thing.
Oof.
Well, Shiori looks to Mia and says, I don't think that we have any concerns with this one. I'm going to go after our ghost.
So I'm going to.
Do you want me to help?
Oh,
Can you help?
Yes.
You're welcome to come with.
Okay. Transforms into a raccoon.
Ah,
It's a
like
Mujina.
Tanuki.
No,
Aha.
not a Tanuki, a Mujina.
Oh, a
Oh,
Mujina.
okay.
Oh, yeah, sorry, not a raccoon. It would be, in fact, a badger. Yes, badgers are the Mujina.
Ah, okay.
That's why I thought it was Tanuki when you said.
No, Tanuki are a type of canine.
Yeah. Often referred to as a raccoon dog.
Yes.
Hmm.
Yeah. So you have a badger with you now. Badgers. Anyway. So
All right. Yeah.
the badger kind of looks at your group. So are we going to go? And
I
the
think
rest
we
are
should.
finally coming out the door.
Yes.
I think we should.
We've got a badger with us.
Yeah.
And Bryn is
Right.
heading
Yeah.
towards the alley.
Yeah,
assuming
it
that
looks
the-
like a young badger.
Now do other magical creatures count for the cannot talk to them unless I'm introduced?
No.
Okay. So I can speak directly to the badger. Okay, good.
Yeah, because if it did apply, that would mean that you can't talk to spirits until spoken to first, which means you cannot speak to inanimate objects because you're waiting for them to make an
Right.
introduction.
And it's just one of those awkward things where I'm not talking. Are they talking? I'm not talking. Are they talking?
Yeah, so you could talk to Mujina and other awakened
Okay,
creatures.
cool. All right. So what do we call you?
Oh, Nata.
Nata.
That for
Pleased to meet you.
Nata snack.
I am not a snack. No, I'm bigger than you.
Only for the moment.
So the badger
Shiori
kind of heads.
gently bats at Castor's face with her tail.
Yeah. So the badger is heading towards the alley, kind of waddling as it goes, as badgers do.
Mhm.
I was
Grin
already
is also
robbed from a
heading
weasel
towards the alley.
today.
Shiori will also enter the alley and start trying to track the spirit.
All right.
I
So,
am close behind them.
all right.
I'm still on Bryn's shoulder.
All right. So you make it to the alley. There are ghostly vibes here. And as you go deeper into the alley, it gets stronger. About 5 minutes of going through the back alleys and the back streets, and you hear in one alley, "Do you find me pretty?"
Oh no.
And you hear this guy, well,
Leave.
Mia is going to start sprinting to try and reach this guy in time.
Yeah.
okay.
Shiori will also be running.
So a bunch of people show up behind the ghost, which distracts the guy, and he kind of looks over at the group of them.
Mm.
The ghost kind of looks back at the group.
Castor gives that knowing cat grin. Like, hello again.
Yeah, looks back to the guy. "Do you find me pretty?"
I would
Don't
advise
answer
you
that.
not to
Make
answer
an
that
invested
question.
wisdom challenge to put this man to sleep.
Ooh, okay. He falls asleep.
Do you find me pretty?
Okay.
Bum.
I don't need to make the challenge.
Typical guy, 5 minutes and then they fall asleep.
Oh. What shame.
It's okay. I can't resist. It seems he finds you soporific.
The ghost does not know that word and looks at you in confusion.
Okay, clarifying. Am I making the challenge to use
No,
my
No, you use your ability. The guy falls asleep. No problem.
All right. Am I investing the wisdom point for it?
No, you do not need to.
Okay.
This is unresisted.
Well, I should also make note that while the man is asleep, while asleep, this ability provides some protection. Sleeping individuals may be overlooked by potential threats and are less likely to be harmed. The condition can be invoked to penalize attempts to find or harm those slumbering.
Yep. Perfect.
I should probably not explain what soporific means then, because she might decide she's angry at him.
All right. So you have the sleeping guy, and you have the ghost staring at your group. Finally, looks at Bryn. "Do you find me pretty?" You hear the badger. "I feel pretty, oh so pretty. I feel pretty and pretty."
Did your husband find you pretty?
Oh.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
So the ghost stares at Bryn, and this green aura starts to ripple around her. And you can kind of see silhouettes of her kind of trying to break off from her, like screaming and thrashing as she just stares daggers and starts walking towards Bryn.
I don't
The
think that's a
scissors
good
come
idea.
out.
Mia is going to
Oh.
move closer and prepare Eye of the Storm.
Castor's
Okay.
going to jump off of Bryn's shoulder and land in front of her, but instead of landing as a small cat, he lands as a large cat.
Okay.
And is going to transform into his kaiju form.
Right then.
He'll say,
Anyone
"How
else?
can anyone find you attractive when I'm here?"
Let's see. What have I got?
So Shiori does still have her foxfire up. Hopefully when the man wakes up, he will think that this entire encounter was just a very vivid dream.
I have a feeling he was already inebriated, or some faction, since it did not take much to put him out. That's just a theory.
But yeah, it looks like we are going into combat.
I would like to take a moment to remind everyone that my Eye of the Storm can only protect one person. So,
yeah.
For a room.
Depends on how much she puts into it.
it says equal to the number of tails. I only have one.
Ah,
How many tails do I have?
one.
You have one.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I have 2 tails.
Okay.
Well, you have
Ah.
one on Ikari.
All right.
I will wave the 2 tails in somebody's face.
Yeah, it'd be kind of scary if cats got tails like foxes did, because at their peak, they'd be a cat of 9 tails.
That's funny. I get it.
It's true.
Golf clap. So, yeah, I will allow you first action. Who's going?
Okay. Let me look up a mechanic real quick.
Car trouble?
No, not that kind of mechanic. So I can use my flames as a weapon if I make a spirit challenge.
Yes.
So I think that I am going to try to light this ghost on fire.
Come on, Foxy, light my fire.
Oh, there is one thing I can think of doing once she's done.
Okay, so it's a spirit challenge. Can I use the Foxfire opportunity for this challenge, or is that not a thing that's allowed because it comes from the same ability?
No, you're totally allowed to use it.
Okay.
That's why it exists, in fact.
All right. And am I correct that I can't use any other opportunities at the
Yes,
same
you
time?
you cannot use another opportunity.
Okay. So I will use the Foxfire opportunity.
Mhm.
And I will spend a point of wisdom to get an extra die, so I will be rolling 3d12.
Okay.
And if one of us helps you, you could gain another die. But what's the difficulty rating?
It is going to be opposed by her, so we'll see how that works out. She's not going to just stand there and let herself catch fire.
No, the ones that do that, those are the ones you worry about.
Yeah, and it's exclamation roll, Munchkin.
Right.
You can't edit it. You'll have to rewrite it.
And the KH one has to be next to the 12.
Yes. No space.
There we go.
Okay, so you got a 7.
Mhm.
And it's got, what is its power again? Actually, what is its threat? Threat is a little bit more important. Okay, so. So its highest was 8.
All right.
All right.
I did use an opportunity.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, that would make a difference of 1. So all right. You succeed.
Okay.
So you hit her.
If you succeed in striking an enemy, you can either inflict an injury, invoking the blind ongoing condition, or burning ongoing perpetuating condition.
What you going for?
Perpetuating is good.
I will go for burning for the perpetuating.
All right. So she is going to, since you succeeded by 1, she can give you a complication. It only lasts for the scene. So yeah, she's going to spend a point to give you cursed.
And it is scene
Temporary.
specific.
Yep.
Scene specific temporary curse.
So what does cursed do mechanically?
Cursed, basically, if she invokes it, she gets either a -2 bonus to her difficulty, or her opponent gets a +2 penalty to the difficulty.
Or a +2 bonus to the difficulty? Or
No, down is good.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. All right then. So, yeah, she has caught fire. She is going to wink out into the underworld temporarily.
Ah.
So she's not going to be back anytime soon.
Okay. Well,
You can actually, yeah, Shiori actually sees her kind of shift sideways at a weird angle and basically kind of sink off into the underworld.
okay. Well, now we've got this man here. We need to make sure that if she marked him, we remove that mark before he wakes up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
And did she mark you? Is that what the curse is?
Did
Not
she
that you
mark
see
him?
anything.
Okay.
Mm.
But we might be able to cleanse that off of you, possibly.
Except that you don't know that it's happened.
Oh, okay.
Mm. Oof.
You don't have a fox who can see curses.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
That would, if there's a fox who can see curses, would that be a Yakko or Yakko?
Yep. Yeah, it would.
Mm. Yeah.
All right, but we can see if this guy's got a mark on him.
Yeah.
Because we saw the other ones, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Right,
let's
so-
see. The boy in the hospital, where was his mark? It's on his arm? Hand?
I think it was on his head.
Well, Shiori will start sniffing around the man who is now asleep on the ground. See
Okay.
if she can detect whether or not he's been marked by the ghost.
He was wearing dress pants and a dress shirt. His jacket was slung over his shoulder when he encountered the woman. It's now on the ground getting dirty.
Don't fall.
Shiori doesn't care about
So,
his clothes.
salary man, basically.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Do you smell of alcohol?
No. But he looks incredibly tired. You're probably giving him the best rest he's had in a while.
So your typical workaholic salary man.
Mhm.
Yeah. Mm.
Okay, well we can't leave him in the alley.
No.
Mm.
Why not?
I would
No,
suggest
he's
we
alive.
get him somewhere where he can
Rizzo.
reasonably sleep this off.
Caster said that.
Yes.
Okay.
That's right.
Well, the badger turns back into little boy, complete with face this time.
Mm.
Says,
Mm.
"Let me handle him." Whoop, picks him up, kind of half carries, half drags him. Where are we taking him?
Wow, you're strong.
I'm a
On a
badger.
park bench somewhere, as long as it's not near where the ghost goes regularly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Starts heading to a park. Oh, there's this really neat shrine nearby. We can always take him to the shrine.
Yeah, I was about to say, how about we take him to our shrine?
Oh, it's your shrine.
Mhm.
Yes.
Caster's
Okay.
going to return to normal size and, jump up on Bryn's shoulder again.
The shrine's not that close.
About 12 blocks away, right?
Yeah,
That's what we
a
said
bit of a
before.
drag.
We could take the bus.
With an
an
unconscious
unconscious
man,
just haul the
with an
unconscious guy onto
unconscious
the
man
bus.
and a fox. And
An
a cat.
unconscious man being carried by an astonishingly
by a
strong little
15-year-old.
boy.
Well, we would probably help him out with that to make it look a little bit more normal.
I mean, this is the night bus driver. He probably sees all kinds of shit. He's like, no, this is
Double checking whether or not Shiori could detect any sign of a mark being left on the man by the slit mouth woman.
Not that you see, no.
Okay. So he should
Oh,
be relatively safe.
I would suggest we have the
Well,
Miko look him over.
yes.
Yes, that would be a good idea.
That another reason why it would be good to take him to the shrine.
Mhm.
So
Mm.
I'm going to give Shiori a story point for knocking the guy out. I'm going to give Castor a story point for going with the, we should talk to the Miko about this.
There is a thing I've seen. There is a thing I've seen. At least in anime, and yes, Yukari is saying this in character, where a couple of drunk salarymen will sort of kind of half walk, half drag their friend between them.
I
We
would
could
suppose that only
perhaps
works when
do that.
they're at least semi-conscious. This man is unconscious.
Uh,
The kid looks up. So, what's your favorite anime?
what would Yukari's favorite anime be?
Mine is Awakening as a Skeleton and Becoming the World's Greatest Undead.
Ooh,
I made that up
a-
today, by the way, earlier.
That's hilarious, though.
There's actually an anime that's just like that.
Is that
Ooh,
like
that's-
eating a slime and becoming ridiculously powerful through control of slimes or something like that?
Oh no, this would be like some necromancer animates the skeleton. The skeleton becomes self-aware and starts doing all this stuff to generate XP and gaining levels and stuff and becoming more and more broken over time. And the adventure's like, what's going on?
It's really
Takes
hard
over
to.
a dungeon.
It's really hard to pick just one. Although I really, really do like Cells at Work. That is so good.
The kid nods. Geek.
Yeah.
Just saying. So, you take it to the bus stop. A bus pulls up. The door's open. The bus driver looks down, sees the unconscious guy, sees the kid carrying the guy, sees a bunch of people, and sees a fox. Yeah, come on in.
Told you.
Medical support foxes are free.
Oh.
What about the cat?
All right.
Yes, emotional support cats are free too. Looking at the talking cat.
Has Castor said anything?
I'm presuming so.
He might have said, "What about cats?" So yeah.
Hey, what about cats?
So Mia will give the bus driver a big smile and just say, "Thank you."
Tap here. Points to the thing beside the change bucket.
Yep. Tapping the phone.
Shiori just accepts the situation, jumps into the bus, and sits herself down on one of the bus seats.
Okay.
All curled up with her tail around her paws. Very
You were
All right.
right. Night bus drivers, they've seen it all.
So, heads down the street, stops off at the shrine, opens up the doors. This is your stop, I take it?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's too much.
And so we return.
I don't get paid enough for this. Have a good night.
Good
Closes the
night.
door, drives off.
I was going to say, Yukari says thank you, although since she's technically saying it to the bus and not the bus driver, it doesn't count as talking to an unintroduced person.
Mhm.
Okay.
All right.
So we
Ah.
take
So,
this
it is the middle
gentleman
of
to
the
the
night.
Miko.
Yes.
Is anyone even awake?
No.
Does anybody else but us actually live at the shrine? I feel like the Miko's.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
The head priest and his wife.
Okay.
Yes.
Sorry. Yeah, the head priestess, in quotes, and her husband. Sorry.
Yes. And is the oh no, she's not like I was just looking at the important NPCs. So Kuroko Mikari, who apparently is the diviner.
As a Miko.
Yeah, and
at home.
since
Yeah,
since
she's
she's
gonna be
only
a-
since she's only 16, she's not likely to be the head priestess.
No.
Okay.
This is Japan, though.
I mean, we could always park this guy's unconscious body somewhere in the shrine grounds and just keep an eye on him
There
until
are
morning.
beds.
Yeah, there's going to be guest rooms.
Just put him in a room.
Well,
Put him in a room and
there's
stand guard.
there is the priest's home, which has rooms in it. You would have to get the priest awake so he can unroll a futon for the guy. But yes, you can do this. So you do get this guy laid up.
Okay.
All right.
And-
We
Okay.
could just say that we found him passed out and didn't want
Well,
any
they
harm
they
to
They
come
know
know
to
about
about
stuff,
us.
so
We can just
we
tell
don't
them
need to
about
make
it.
up any stories.
Oh, no. I meant telling him when he wakes up.
Oh, when he wakes up.
Well,
Okay.
we'll probably
Yes.
won't be here anymore at that point, unless we need to go to bed. But it doesn't sound like it.
I could always use a cat nap.
Mia can stand guard because I am the gift shop owner, and therefore there is a reason for me to be here.
That's
Yeah.
the title. The gift shop owner.
Hmm.
All right. So night passes. Next morning, the Miko come in to do their rounds and clean up the shrine. The head priest, she looks down at the guy, kind of nudge, nudge, nudge with a foot. Get up. What was that? Get up. Yeah, okay.
5
you're
more
pretty,
minutes,
You're pretty. You're
Mom.
pretty. Well, thank you, but I'm married already. Blink, blink. What? Looks around.
Where am I?
Yeah, exactly.
This is why I figured we should have a story to tell him.
Yeah, she's like, you're at the Anamori Shrine. Oh, how did I get here?
Mia will pipe in now.
It's just
and-
something the fox dragged in. He kind of blinks confused at that and then kind of gets up. She's like, bath is that way. We can get your clothes washed. I'll get you a kimono. You can wear that until your clothes are clean. Thank you. And she's like, it's Sunday. Do you work today? No. Okay. You want breakfast? Yes. All right then. So she heads off. Hey, honey, one more for breakfast. Okay, dear. So she goes out to do her rounds.
Okay. Kit froze for a moment, I think. But
Okay, on my
maybe.
end.
Oh, okay, good.
It's just
long
you.
as-
It's all in your head.
She's pulling it out.
Yeah, looks like it.
Yeah,
Did you
I actually just had a sudden itch right behind my ear at that time. But also perfect timing for that joke.
So Mia will approach the priestess and, in human form specifically, and ask how he's doing.
Had the strangest dream. Like something out of a TV movie or something. Dark alley, woman in white, wearing one of those masks, carrying scissors. Yeah. And just before I woke up, I could hear her, and she was like, "I'm not done with you yet."
Ooh.
Like we need.
Asher's gonna run
Were
into
you
the
drinking
kitchen.
at all last night? We found you unconscious.
No. I might have fallen over from exhaustion. I'm on a death march at the moment.
Casher's gonna run into the kitchen, jump up on the counter, and wait for food.
Petty tuna.
Nice. Just gonna.
All right. So he goes off to the washroom to get cleaned up. Comes back out looking pale, like 2 seconds later.
Uh-oh.
Can you come take a look at this? I want to see if you see what I see.
All right, Mia will follow him.
Okay. He goes in, he looks at the mirror, and where his face is looks smudged.
Okay, so she will kind of like pull him to the side to see if it follows him.
It does.
Hmm.
So Mia just kind of nods thoughtfully and says, "Do you want to get cleansed while you're here?"
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll get cleaned up first and stuff. I don't want to smell like some back alley when I'm, praying at the shrine.
That's fine.
Okay. So he goes, he cleans up, he comes out wearing a kimono and everything. Looks
Or
very
yukata,
traditional.
probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And goes to the shrine and drops a few bills in, looks at his wallet, drops a few more bills in, starts stuffing them in.
It's like, for what they're doing, I can afford it.
Bing, bing. Yeah, so he's
Okay.
power praying.
So yeah.
We should have the Nico
Continue.
take care of him.
Yeah. So your favorite Miko comes walking over, kind of stops for a moment. Oh dear.
Yeah.
She waits for him to finish his verse and she says, "Come with me." Takes him to the back. There's actually no, it's the front technically. There's a pool with a pump. She turns it on. Fills up a ladle. Put your head here. Sploosh. Starts kind of doing a prayer chant thing and gathering essence to start performing a ritual of cleansing on him. She finishes, kind of looks at him. Nope. Tries again. More water, more prayer. Nope.
Should the rest of us be trying to assist here?
Get me a wand.
Shiori will go and get a wand.
Okay.
Actually, Shiori's already carrying exorcism supplies.
Yeah, so you have a wand.
I give her the wand.
Okay. Oh, actually, I'll take one of those prayer strips. Little wax on his forehead. Don't move. Starts doing chants and waving the lightning wand around. Nope. What saw him again?
The girl with the mask.
He's got a grudge on him. You're not leaving Shrine Grounds. I got work. Do you have a laptop? Yeah. Can you use it? Yeah. You're not leaving Shrine Grounds. We have Wi-Fi. The password's Oinari. I don't have it with me.
We will get it.
Yeah, we have people that could do that.
Good. Give me
Where is it?
Give me your address and we'll have that taken care of. Can we have your keys too? Yeah, sure, I'll go get my stuff. So what's going on? Oh, you're just cursed, that's all. One of those devour all curses type things. No big deal.
Yukari can go to. Oh, I was gonna say Yukari will volunteer to go to his place to get his things.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm too young to deal with this at 7 o'clock in the morning. So what happened?
Yukari, before you go, what were the names of those kids that you got from the locker? I can try and look up something about them while you're away.
Sure. Let's see. I'm gonna look that up. Okay, so the owner of the locker, the gross locker with the weasel thing in it, was Ito Ai. Let's see. The teacher who took leave after Yamamoto Hina's death and died sometime after. Do you need his name or no?
Wouldn't hurt.
Yeah. So, sorry.
Wouldn't hurt.
Okay. Yeah. His name was Hayashi Botan, and the possible name for the for our our slit-mouth ghost is Yamamoto Hina. And there is a Yamamoto Hiroko in the student roles, and she was very likely part of the ritual with the storytelling and the candles.
We can verify the name as I visited the grave.
Right. Yes, we know in fact that's the name. Okay, good.
Oh, by the way, though it probably doesn't need to be said, new scene.
New scene.
Okay.
Oh, your scene-specific complication is probably gone.
Nope.
Oh, you spent a story point? Or...
Somebody spent a story point.
Okay.
I promise it wasn't me.
Bachi.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, it would be Bachi. Okay. All right then. I think the next course of action is twofold. In dealing with the Hyakumonogatari, we need to know about the kids. And in dealing with the Kuchisaki Onna, we need to figure out who is being captured, who all of the people that she's killed are, so that we can exercise them, so that we can then eventually exercise her.
And how many days has this been active?
I believe you asked the candles that, did you know? 3 days.
3 days.
They
Okay.
said 3.
I see. Okay, so this was
This is day 4.
Okay.
So we know that she attacked the child 3 nights or 2 nights ago. Whether she attacked anyone 2 nights before that, when she was first summoned, is the question.
The child.
And there's also who she might have killed before she was summoned most recently. Because there's the possibility that she was the one who killed Hayashi Botan. Because he died.
That's a safe bet.
Yes. Died mysteriously. Yeah.
At the very least, there's also him. And who knows if she had any other victims in the 80s.
There have been no indications in the newspapers that she had any other victims.
Okay.
So it's just this guy and anyone who's been recently.
Yeah.
While we're at the shrine, Bryn would like to inquire with somebody appropriate, either the Miko or somebody appropriate, about getting some magical sand. Or not magical, lucky sand, I should say.
Yes.
Yeah, you go to where the sand is and you get a bag of it.
Excellent.
That's fine. You have free access.
When you're ready to make that, Shiori can.
Yes, you can take that as an opportunity. It would, if you spend a story point, it will be ongoing. Otherwise, it's scene specific.
Okay, I'll take a. Well, we would be using it at a glass blower, so.
Well, I can illusion the glass blowers into existence.
That depends. How well do you understand the concept of a glass blower?
What Shiori understands is that there would need to be first of all, you'd need the heat source, which would be a fire. Then you'd need a compartment where the heat is gathering in order to melt the glass. And then you would need to have a long, hollow pipe to blow air into the glass through.
Yes, my question is, does Shiori understand the concept?
Shiori doesn't really have much to do with humans.
Yeah,
well, the other thing is,
it's more along the lines of, does your concept actually take that you probably learned about these?
Yeah.
Now, between Yukari
and
go ahead.
Even if Shiori doesn't know the specifics, Shiori does know enough about glass blowing to ask Yukari for extra details.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, and yeah, I was thinking Yukari would probably be spending some hours watching like YouTube videos about well, probably not so much glass blowers per se, but glaziers, because like they're going to be making glass plates.
Not that
And Bryn
Castor's-
certainly will know enough about this story to know what was done.
Castor?
I was going to say, Castor is not an all-knowing cat, but he has pushed enough plates off of counters to see some of them have said "Made in Italy," and he knows that Bryn is from some other country over in that area, so Bryn may have insight on that.
doesn't really grasp that Italy and Britain are two completely different countries.
So Mia,
Yes.
at your shop, sitting outside, is a woman in her late 20s, dressed in red kimono with little flowers and patterns on it. She's busy at the moment playing the shamisen. She has her long black hair basically goes down past her waist, down past her ankles, and just kind of like pools behind her. And she's got her kimono spread out to basically keep it there so it's not touching the ground. She looks up at you and kind of smiles. Hello.
Hello. Quick question for you, Kit. Is the shrine grounds are open yet or no?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, your shop is like just out of the shrine grounds, and she's there.
Is there something I can get for you?
Oh, I'm waiting for someone.
Who are you waiting for?
Someone named Shiori.
And why would that
She
be?
makes a little dramatic sound on her shamisen as she does that.
Dun.
Why would you be waiting for her?
I want to make a deal with her.
Interesting.
Well, Shiori isn't currently present. So.
Exactly.
Yep, the only one present is me yet.
Would you be willing to get her for me? I'm
Okay.
not well liked in there.
I understand.
Thank you. She just kind of hums and plays music while she waits.
All right, so Mia is going to go back into the shrine and is going to look for Shiori.
Just pulls a high whistle. There's like, ow.
All right, so Mia finds Shiori. What does she say?
There's this woman waiting for you in a red kimono.
Shiori sort of gives a curious look. Asked for me.
Yes, specifically.
I see. And where is she?
Outside the shop.
So Shiori's going to go to the edge of the gates where she's not going to be quite visible to the street yet and see if she can peer around and see this person.
Yeah, you can see her. Just past the Torii gate is basically like a front common yard, all paved and stuff. It's got like little like little wagon shops and stuff like that there. There's a stand which has an object in it which is considered to be sacred to the shrine, and then you have her little shop, and then you have the woman sitting there playing music.
Does anything about this woman ring any bells for Shiori?
No.
Okay then. So Shiori will look back at Mia and basically be like, "Come with," or like a request, and will slowly walk up to where this woman is.
She continues playing for a little bit, then just looks up as she plays. Ah, there you are. And how are you doing?
I'm fine.
I was wondering if you would like to work with me.
And what's the situation?
Some people have caused some trouble, and they really need to learn their place. And you're the perfect fox for it.
Yes, well, I do have other matters to attend to as well.
They're related.
I see. Are you referring to the children? And what are you supposing?
Oh, I will leave that to you to decide. But they do need to be punished. Just not as severely as they will get if they're left to their own devices.
Okay.
The sound of
We do
the
have something of an idea in the works.
Good.
Tell me, what do you think of this? And
One moment.
starts explaining.
Rezo?
I was going to say, at the sound of the rolling perfect, Caster shows up.
Okay. Carry on, Shiori.
What do you suppose of this? And starts explaining the basics of Bryn's plan.
Go on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Our
we
audience
haven't
hasn't
really
heard this
talked about
plan.
this too much yet.
True.
Sorry, I didn't catch that last bit.
As I said, we haven't actually talked about this too much yet. So we haven't discussed too much in the way of details apart from Bryn is picking up some sand, and we believe that there's some ideas about maybe telling a story.
Oh,
Okay,
well,
yeah.
and
That's
making the
that
blue
second
glass
part
lantern.
Fiore is referring to. The
Yeah.
idea
Mhm.
of weaving a story that would involve the children, presumably not be very pleasant for them by the nature of the Hyakumonogatari, but would ultimately get them through uncursed.
Oh, she's not the only thing coming out.
Remember, Shiori, they told
Oh.
23 stories.
And the longer the ritual remains broken, the more the things will come. Soon this place will be crawling with Hyakumono. So,
Yeah, 100 creatures. Oof. I am not there. I'm thought it was an out of character comment.
yeah, you're off going
Yeah.
off towards the guy's place.
Yes.
Okay, so would you like to strike a bargain with me? She kind of grins. Would you like to make a contract?
Come on, I know
Shiori
you
has
would.
probably heard enough of Yukari rambling about anime to know what that's a reference to.
Yeah.
So Shiori just sort of sits for a moment considering, and basically is like trying to get as many details as she can before she makes a commitment, about what exactly this woman is considering would be a course of action to take. Would that conflict with the Den's plans? Would that be a more of an investment than it would be worth type questioning?
She is allowing you to make your own decisions on how to do it. All her requirement is that the children are punished for what they've done. That's it. The severity is up to you. How you do it is up to you. What kind of punishment you want to inflict is up to you. How long the punishment is for is up to you. She is all fine with that. Her only criteria is you punish them.
Okay.
She smiles and goes, I was quite the terror in my days.
Perhaps setting up a scare for them might be worth it.
The way the fox is laughing, it's like, oh.
Yeah, Shiori's good at that.
So, do we have an agreement? Something long term, of course, but
Sorry, what was that last thing that she had said?
something long term, of course, but do we have an agreement? To work together.
If this is who I suspect they might be, out of character, because Shiori doesn't know. But if this
might have a clue.
okay,
I don't have a clue.
well, if this is who I suspect she might be, I should point out that Shiori is already a Myobu.
Yeah.
So, and this is an Inari shrine. So, this could potentially be a very big deal.
Oh my.
Well,
Mm.
you seem well suited to it.
Hun, your voice is a little faint.
You seem to have the temper for it.
Is your
I won't
microphone
deny
pushed up?
that.
No,
Nope,
it's right
my
there.
microphone's fine.
While your offer is certainly worth considering, I'm not certain I'm ready to shed any. I'm not certain I'm willing to shed my current loyalty, as it were.
You can still be loyal to her, but you'd be working for me.
I think, at least for now, I could accept that.
All right. It was worth an effort. I'll be around here for the rest of the day in case you change your mind.
Understood.
Ah.
I wish you well.
Oh, thank you. Oh, I have something for you, though. She kind of makes a bit of a face, reaches into her sleeve, and pulls out a very long arrow and just kind of holds it out.
Shiori will very
Huh.
carefully, very gently pick it up. Emphasis on very carefully because she would be doing so with her teeth.
Yeah. It's got a little bit of a stain at the arrowhead.
Yeah, that's who I think it is.
Oh.
Yeah. Hit a Yore with one of those, it'll fall down and it won't get up again.
Oh, wow.
Shiori nods in appreciation.
Yes. Well. Enjoy. Goes back to playing.
Shiori will very respectfully move away and then go back into the shrine and immediately run to Bryn.
Okay.
Hello,
So, Yukari.
Shiori.
One moment. We'll get Yukari dealt with, and then we'll go back to this. So,
Okay.
Yukari, you head
Yes.
up to his place.
Mhm.
So it's a bachelor apartment, which basically means it's a single room. And it has a bathroom, which is like a small tub, which is separated from the toilet. And it's got like a closet for hiding your futon, and it's got a single range for cooking. It's got clothing strewn all over the place. You can smell the food in the fridge, and there are boxes upon boxes of empty cup of ramens.
Oh, good thing Mother's not here. She would have a fit. Of course, she would also make the place much nicer. Still. All right.
Yeah. So
She would have a cleaning fit.
Yes.
So you find the laptop buried under a whole bunch of McD's boxes.
Uh,
You
well,
could ask the garbage to clean itself up.
Dun, 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 dun.
yeah, I could. Actually, I could. Just like all you food containers, get into a garbage bag.
But why? Remember, their nature is to be garbage.
Mm.
You can still be garbage in the garbage bag.
Because then I can put you in the dumpster and you can make all kinds of new friends.
You're going to discard us?
You'd make new friends in the dumpster.
But you would discard us?
You have served your purpose well. Thank you very much.
Will you give us a blessing on our way out?
All right.
Okay.
The
Guilt tripped by garbage.
I know, I'm such a softie.
Just don't tell them that they're burnable because they're going in the burnable trash.
But that's actually not a bad thing. That frees the spirit, so that's good.
Okay.
Yeah, incineration is actually considered to be a good thing. Purifying flame, Okay, so yeah, they gather themselves up. You find yourself counting them.
Ha!
Yeah.
'Cause-
But yeah,
'cause-
they gather themselves up. They're all neat and tidy. You find a Sudoku book.
Oh, there we go. He might like that. Actually, I could ask.
You're banned.
Oh yeah, right. Of course. So
I'll give you a story
Yukari's-
point if you spend the entire day there filling it out.
Yeah. So yeah, she was going to start asking some of the objects, like so which of you are like frequently used and should go into an overnight bag, but she's sitting down and finding a pencil and doing Sudoku.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Live the day.
Okay. So
Yay, you got to use your ban.
So yeah, she's I get a story point back.
Mm-hmm.
But on the other hand,
You're wasting the day.
I am wasting the day, and unless somebody thinks to call call the phone,
Well,
she's
that will happen, just not now.
yeah.
So back
Because
to
at
Shiori
some
and
point, we're going to have this guy's going to be missing his stuff. He
We're
says,
gonna
"I
be
need to do some work. Where's my laptop? You're taking too long."
Mhm.
So Shiori comes up to Bryn, carrying an
Hello,
arrow in
Shiori.
her mouth.
What is you doing with that?
Shiori basically is like, hold this for a second.
Okay. She
As
takes
much as she
the
can
arrow.
without talking because she's got an arrow in her mouth. Oh my god. And basically explains what just happened.
Oh my
Well,
god.
probably would have sworn by Inari, but
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and hi, Inari. Wrong one.
Caster-
I don't understand the significance of this
Okay,
woman.
Shiori probably would have like said that this is specifically the Jewel Maiden's arrow. And so that implies that there's a story behind it.
Okay. I'm curious. I'm very eager
And
to learn
basically,
it.
Shiori goes about rambling about the Jewel Maiden and like the significance of this arrow and what the Jewel Maiden had just said the arrow could do.
Okay. And so this would be useful to get rid of the smile woman? Is that what you were suggesting? Okay.
Or the demon of the blue flame.
Or the demon of the blue flame.
Or anything else horrific that might come up.
Mm-hmm. But is this a one-use arrow?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
If anyone can use it, I think it'd be you.
Well,
I don't
I
have the
used a
ability to
bow.
use a bow.
I have used a bow before.
Bryn Hood, huh?
Right, of course, and the Robin Hood legend, and yeah.
Mhm.
I'm gonna
Now, it
s-
has been many years since I used a bow, but I have used a bow.
I'm gonna say Castor does not join Shiori and instead stays with the woman, and
Okay.
is going to try to solicit pets.
Oh yeah, not a problem.
Um,
She even offers a lap.
he'll sit on it for a little bit, and then he'll say, "So, I don't know exactly who you are, but I sense a power about you. I'd love to learn it."
The power, or more about me?
The power.
Oh my.
Well, first step: live 900 years.
I'm a cat. That's not a problem.
Yeah. Secondly, take down 2 empires.
I'm a cat. That's not a problem.
I like how you think.
I've
Third.
been reading a lot in the news about one that's already about to fall across the ocean. I should just go there and finish it off.
So third, get killed by a bushi who puts duty over compassion.
Hmm. Well, I have 9 lives, as long as it's just one.
And then finally, be forgiven by a monk.
This is a tall order, but I guess I should get started. Meanwhile, keep petting.
Of course. Oh, and finally, trap yourself into a stone for a certain period of time, and then have the stone itself split open and release you.
Okay, that one's a little tough. I don't like
Yeah.
enclosed spaces.
You've heard of the Killing Stone, right?
No.
Oh, I was housed in there for a period of time. It broke recently.
Hmm.
True fact.
That is a true fact, yeah.
Oh,
There was supposed
Not
to be
just
everybody
recently
was
for
freaking
her?
out about it.
No, true fact is in within the last year.
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was supposed to
Interesting.
seal Kitsune in it, wasn't it?
The Jewel Maiden,
The
yes.
Jewel Maiden. Oh.
Uh-huh.
Out of character, because Shiori is not risking invoking this name. So out of character, Tamamo no Mai.
Mhm. Yeah.
In the meantime, is there anything you can teach me? I've been interested in all of these little things humans can do.
Well, do you know how to curse?
No,
Then I could possibly teach you that. Can you swallow people whole in one gulp?
not yet.
I could possibly teach you that. That depends on what you're interested in. I would ask something in return, of course.
What's that?
I can't make the same contract with you that I can do with, say, Shiori, but I would ask for your help from time to time. Do me small favors, I'll do you small favors.
It sounds appropriate.
Oh, good. Continues playing. Stops, pets you a bit, continues playing. People are starting to trickle into the shrine and are stopping to listen to her play. As far as most humans are concerned, she is the most gorgeous thing walking at the moment, but that's what she does.
That is her nature.
Mm-hmm.
The most gorgeous thing sitting.
So,
Well, she can't be the most gorgeous thing because I'm in her lap.
that just adds to the charm, you know?
Yeah.
150%. Yeah. So, Mia, what shall
Yes.
Mia be doing?
Well, there are people, so I'm in my shop.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
So, a familiar looking child comes walking in. Hello.
Hello. How are you doing today?
I'm doing okay. I hear you have candy.
That is true, yes.
I heard it's the best candy in the shrine.
It is the only candy in the shrine.
That's right.
He fishes around her pocket and offers him a piece.
Ah, thank you. Can I buy more?
Yes.
Can I buy more?
Sure.
Yay! Okay, so yeah, he'll actually buy some. He just walks down the shop. Nom, 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 nom.
This is the Sherlock Holmes boy.
No. This is the
The Badger.
Mugina?
The
Yes.
Badger boy.
Mugina. Yeah,
Yeah.
this is the Mugina.
Okay.
Nata. Yeah.
Nata.
Yeah, it's not.
Yes.
It's not the Sherlock Holmes boy because he hasn't actually said anything about Sherlock Holmes yet. So obviously it's not him because every other
Okay.
sentence.
or Detective Conan. Yes.
Yeah, Detective Conan, yeah.
Yeah.
No, he's guarding his friend probably. So
Right.
I didn't know badgers liked candy.
do you see me? Do
Mhm.
you see what I look like? Have you seen me on a sugar rush?
We're
Well,
about to.
She's about to.
Uh,
So I was wondering if I could help today.
Oh, do you know how to blow glass?
No, but hum a few bars and I can fake it. Yeah, I know, old joke. My grandfather told me that one. He picked it up in Hawaii. So yes, actually, I can fake glass blowing, and you will get whatever it is that you need out of it. I'm an illusionist too, you know.
Oh, can't tell.
Mm-hmm.
In a good way.
So, glass blowing. What do you need done?
Well, we're gonna make a blue lantern.
They're the hope ones, right?
Yukari would get that joke.
So Mia just kind of gives him a blank stare and blinks like,
1 second. Looks around, picks up one of those little plastic rings that you see in shops like this. And brightest day and darkest night, yada yada. Produces a blue ring that has a little lantern on it, like this. No.
oh, we were looking for something a little bit bigger.
1 second. Looks around the shop, gets a paper lantern, and brightest day and blackest night, yada yada. And he has this metal lantern, that little thing sticking out of the side. It looks like a storm lantern. And it's blue. He says, like that?
Well, we can show it to the others and see if they like it.
Yeah, see, then you put on the ring, and then you put it to the lantern, and you give this chant, and then you get magic powers. This doesn't actually.
Huh.
It's for show.
Huh.
Floor model, you know? Yeah, the kid's buzzed on sugar.
Yeah.
He reached too
So,
many
Mia, are
American
you
comic
coming
books.
to visit us, or are you?
She's inside the shop. Castor's
Mhm.
outside the shop.
Yep.
Possibly catching wind of some of that conversation.
Shiori is still with Bryn.
So where's
Bryn
Bryn
was
going?
looking. Bryn had been trying to look up information on these children so that they could go find out more about them and their stories that they told.
So where would you be looking them up?
Well, first she's going to probably look on her phone and find out if she can find any information about them. But otherwise, I think we need to get access to school records or something like that in order to get more detailed information.
That would probably be the route you'd have to go.
Yeah.
Either that or talk to one of the children and find out what they know of the other children.
We could talk to, we have our friendly Miko here, and she goes to that school, if I remember correctly. So we can
We could
ask
also
more from her
potentially
about that.
ask the Detective Conan kid and his friend who got cursed in the first place.
Yeah.
Yes,
They
but
also
do
go
you
to
know
that
where they
school.
are? That is a good question for you to think about.
They're in the
Mhm.
hospital.
Well, Yukari has their text number, doesn't she?
Yes.
Mhm.
Where's
Kari's currently
Yukari?
doing Sudoku.
She was supposed to be back by now.
I'll text Yukari and see if she has their contact information and find out what she's doing.
Hey, Yukari, make a wisdom check.
Okay, let's see. Now, how do I do that again?
Roll 1 die.
Okay.
You
Let's
can
see.
spend wisdom for more dice if you want.
Okay. Just looking for there we go. Stream dice. Okay. So it's 1 die.
Yeah, roll 1d12.
And let's see. My
7 or
wisdom.
better.
Sorry?
7 or better.
Okay, and my wisdom is 2, so how would I add to that?
You'd spend a point of wisdom.
Okay. So I'll just put, okay, yeah, I think I will put current 1. There we go. Okay, and so, and that adds
1 die.
1 die. Okay, so I'm rolling 2d12.
Mhm.
Yeah, and you need a
Exclamation
7 or better.
roll.
Yeah, you have about a 75% chance of success now.
2d12. Okay. Nope. Result is 4.
Well, the result's actually
Well,
6.
result is 2 actually.
Or 2 and 2. Yeah.
Okay,
So
so
too distracted by the Sudoku to look at the text messages, I guess.
I'm not going to spend a story point to give you a complication on that. You're already complicated.
Yeah. there's a yeah, so in the back of her mind, she kind of registers like, oh yeah, there's a little pating on my phone, but
Just
like,
one more
okay,
puzzle.
but yeah, but like, okay, but I'm trying to figure out how to do this row.
All right.
So we'll
yeah,
wait a little bit before Bryn starts getting a little bit more insistent and gives her actual phone call.
Now
I'll give you a story point if you hit mute.
Oh,
no, I don't think I don't think I'm gonna hit mute. I don't.
the game master's bribing you now.
Yeah, yeah, he does that.
Here you go. Just gotta ignore the rest of everybody else.
Just
Yeah.
enough rope.
Yes, but no, I will sigh.
Those story
Answer the
points
phone.
don't do anything if you don't have an opportunity to use them
Right.
because you've
Exactly,
isolated
and if-
yourself from the scene.
You always have
Exactly.
an opportunity to use them. Remember,
Mhm.
like she could say, yeah, I spent a story point and I find this thing in the house. Or his landlady comes by, or whatever.
Yeah, true. Yeah,
If she wanted to, she could say, I spent a story point and a tornado drops right on my roof and tries to drill in. And then I'd say no.
okay. Sigh. Answer the phone.
Oh,
Yeah.
I haven't called yet.
Oh, okay.
That will come in a couple moments. I
Okay.
said.
Oh, I see.
Yes. So, Bryn.
Yes. So Bryn is not having much. Has left a text for Yukari, but while she's waiting for Yukari to answer the text, she's going to ask the Miko, who is here, about her friends or the other people at the school, who we know 2 of the names. Who do these people hang out with? And where can we get, do we have contact information for them?
They're lower class. She doesn't associate with them.
Mm-hmm.
She can ask one of her friends and see if that helps, like if they know them. She'll
Right.
ask around.
Sure.
Can I actually ask for a 5-minute break?
Sure. Okay. During this 5-minute break, I will go get more drink.
Okay. We don't have a sponsor, I take it, at the moment. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Link to the back. I have a break. Yes.
What was this name of this woman? The something lady? The one outside the shrine.
Oh, the Jeweled Maiden?
Jeweled Maiden.
Jewel Maiden.
Yeah.
Amamonomai.
I'm just going to do my down. Jeweled Maiden arrow. And it's not really an opportunity so much as it is a special item.
It is counted as a condition.
Okay.
Ongoing.
Okay. Okay. You need to find a bow. Preferably.
The shrine has
One
one.
that
It's part
has-
of the rituals.
Hmm?
The shrine has one. Using a bow is part of yearly rituals.
Okay. I was going to look for a bow that has a story to it, but we'll see. This bow in the shrine will do if I can't find another one. Assuming it isn't a bow with a story behind it.
I'm gonna say if it's a bow in a shrine, it might have a story behind it. It could be
It might.
200-300 years old.
Not a sponsor.
Not sponsored drinks. Not sponsored pretzels.
Mhm.
I believe our current sponsor is.
You wouldn't be able to sponsor it anyway because it's no name pretzels.
Hmm.
Hi, I'd like to sponsor you with my no name.
No, they have a name. I promise you that.
Well, actually, quite literally up here, we have stuff that is labeled no name. That is actually the label.
Yep.
And they
That
taste
is
like it
what
sometimes
they do.
too.
So
There
no
are
name, no
products.
flavor.
There are products
Oh, they
that we
have
sell at
flavor.
our bakery that
They're
we
regular
mark
pretzels. They are
as our
salty,
products,
like you would expect from pretzels.
but they're actually from a different bakery that we just put our own tag on.
Hmm.
It's actually like 90% of the stuff that we have on the floor.
Yeah, I know another company that does that, but I won't throw their name out online.
Most do.
Actually, if Bonnie and I can get a website up sometime soon, we might throw a sponsorship you guys' way. Shameless plug.
Mm.
How shameless.
Mm-hmm.
Both of my parents tried to call.
No, still on stream.
Welcome back.
Okay, good to know.
Who they want to call?
Okay, well, our friendly shrine maiden is contacting her friend,
Mhm.
and I'm still waiting for Yukari to respond to my text. So I suppose the next thing I will do is try to find a bow for this arrow. And I believe somebody said that there was a bow somewhere in this shrine.
Mhm.
And would you, has Mia shown up yet?
I'm currently in the shop with the kid.
Okay, so
The kid
would
who
you
is
happen to
on
know,
sugar.
Shiori, where the bow would be in this shrine and to whom I should speak to?
The priest.
The priest?
The priest.
All right. Well, let's. So we go find the priestess then.
Okay, you find the priest. She is doing rituals for people coming in, talking with people, just generally being good company.
Mm-hmm. Do you have a moment?
Yes. Can I help you?
Yes. I was given this. Holds up the arrow.
Mhm.
We found it might be useful. We've told you about what's going on, right?
Only in the vaguest of terms, but yes.
Okay. Well, it looks like it may get worse before it gets better.
Mhm.
And I would like to inquire about possibly using your bow with this. Can you tell me about the bow you have in the shrine?
Yes. What do you plan on doing with the bow?
Hmm. Well, I'm given to understand from Shiori here that this arrow is useful against certain types of entities that you have here. I'm not too clear on the details, but I am trying to learn about this stuff. And my understanding is it would banish one of them.
So it's a sacred arrow, you say?
Um, I'm not too clear on where it comes from, so Shiori may be able to help you with that one.
Yeah, it's got power.
The only problem
The
is
Okay.
power of voodoo?
Shiori lacks the ability to communicate with humans.
Well, Bryn can understand me.
Also, Sherry can use illusion to make sounds.
Mhm. So Shiori said there was someone outside with a red dress and bells that this arrow came from.
Okay.
Or making music of some sort.
Should I go talk with her?
I don't know, Shiori.
Giori is not sure whether that would be a good idea or not.
Apparently she was very beautiful.
Okay.
The point is, Shiori says to Bryn, that we need to be able to fire the bow, or fire the arrow with a bow if we are to make use of the arrow. The arrow has a certain history to it, specifically involving being used to banish a powerful entity.
Okay, so Bryn relates this to
All right,
the
come with me.
priest. Okay.
So she goes into the back where, you know, the sacred regalia is kept for various ceremonies and such. And hung up on the wall is a bow,
Mhm.
white and black stripes. Looks carefully tended to, looks really old.
Mhm.
And she says, take good care of this.
That would be my intention. Can you tell me about this bow and the stories behind it?
Yeah, she can do that. She talks about, you know, how long it's been handed down.
Mhm.
It was, you know, used by members of the Oda family during the Tokugawa shogunate, and the time before that, the Sengoku. It's been said that it was used to in the fight against Sutendoji. Sutendoji being a giant.
Okay. So I will mark this down as well.
Mhm.
So this is the
Both the bow and the arrow have stories of slaying powerful entities.
mhm.
Well, the bow
Now,
didn't actually succeed, but it was
Well,
used. It was there.
Mhm.
killing for
And
one,
therefore part of
slaying
the
for the other.
story.
Mhm.
So I will mark that down.
Okay.
The bow does the bow have a name?
No.
Okay, so I'll just mark it down as the storied shrine bow.
Okay.
And I still haven't heard back from Yukari yet. Thank you for your time, and we will definitely do our best to take good care of this.
All right.
And I will walk out and with Shiori. I'd like to get more information on this arrow from you as well. But in the meantime, this gives Mia an opportunity to come find us if she is ready to do that with the badger. And I'm thinking, Yukari, it might be a time for her to get a phone call. Since it's been several minutes dealing with this bow and she hasn't responded to my text. So a little nudge might be in order.
So, do you want that story point?
And she's usually glued to her phone. No, I'm not going to ignore the call.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. Yes.
Yukari,
Moshi moshi.
what are you doing?
Oh, I must have lost track of time.
Yes, we
sorry.
were looking. Yeah, the salaryman is looking for his computer, but we also would like some information on the contact information for those kids, if you have it. The Detective Conan one, he might know, and his friend, they might know
Yes.
who some
All
of their
right.
classmates are,
Sure.
and how to get a hold of them.
Oh, and while I'm at it, Shiori might need the information for the first victim of the ghost. So, and I did originally hear about it on one of my groups. So yeah, I'll start texting people. Oh, and I'll pack up his stuff and be on the way over. So I'll be like texting people on the bus.
The Sudoku puzzle taunts you, saying that you'll never finish them.
I'm gonna take it with me. I will absolutely finish that. I'm just gonna finish it later tonight.
No, you won't. You won't.
Yes, I will. Shut up.
All right. So you get the things up and head off. So, let's see. Bryn and Shiori are going to go grab Mia in the meantime. Okay.
Sure. If Mia has not come out of the shrine yet,
Well,
then,
her shop.
The shop. Yeah.
Oh, the shop yet? Then
She has a job, unlike some people who just lounge around the shrine all day.
I am doing my job. I'm a historian.
Caster.
It's my job to look pretty. I'm doing my job. At 100.
Bryn, you thought I was talking about you? What, guilty conscience much?
So in the background of everything that's going on, Shiori's also been thinking about that thing that was communicated by the candles of how many days it's been since the game was played. And she's sort of thinking over to herself, Kuchisake ona Kamaitachi. Was Nata called here as a story? He did show up with no face. Today's day 4.
The Mujina do appear in the Kaidan stories.
Yes, but the Mujina are also natural creatures, just like you guys are.
Yeah.
Like if the fox population was to suddenly double, it would probably not be because of the candles.
Fair.
So when we
Not Caster's fault either.
Shiori and Bryn do go to find Mia and Nata, Shiori will have been thinking about this over the course of the past couple hours before the Jewel Maiden showed up, and will ask Nata if anything had called them here.
Nope.
Okay. So that's potentially a missing story. We'll need to be on the lookout.
Yeah, so one of the things we would like to do while we are waiting for information about, there are two things we could do. We could either try and make use of this sand to make the lantern that we would like to make, or we could go to the school and try and find some information there. But I think we would need Yukari for the latter.
Okay.
We
Caster's gonna stretch, thank the Lady of Jewels for the pets, and join the others.
Okay. So, talking with the kid. Kuno Nanaki. So Kuno Nanaki
Mhm. Yes.
talks to his friend,
Mhm.
Watashi Shiorikun, and has talks about what they were doing. And the kid finally admits, yeah, so we went into the art gallery, we were doing this thing, we kind of got freaked out because stuff started happening and we left.
Mhm.
So you're given a list of names.
Oh, good.
So
Okay.
they're all first years.
Of course they are.
So
Okay.
kids hanging
So-
around in that class. I'll send that list over to Bryn.
Okay. Bryn
Yeah.
texts back reminding Yukari that we are looking for information on how to contact them and information on what stories they told and in what order they told those stories.
Yeah. Okay. Also gonna be I'm also gonna be asking about if anybody knows the actual person who supposedly saw the ghost the first night.
Wasn't that Shika?
Was it? Was it the kid originally, or was it someone else?
We know that
Uh,
Shika ran into the ghost because she marked him.
Yeah, Shiorikun. Yes.
Yeah,
He may have been the first victim.
he may have been the first. Okay. Yeah, because we have because I think I think we may have a missing night for a person.
Wait, the mannequins.
Well, I was gonna say 4 days, 3 nights.
Mm.
So the kid was the first
Mhm.
night. Second night we encountered the spirit. No, I guess it would have been. Yeah, we do have a missing night.
Mm.
The Kamaitachi
Yeah.
was in the locker.
Yes, there was that one.
So
Uh,
if we include the mannequins as something, the misfortune spirits that were possessing them, if that's 3 stories, the Kuchisakiona, the Kamaitachi, and the misfortune spirits, then that should be, if it's one being summoned per night or one group summoned per night per story, then we should be caught up.
there's that. Yeah, I'm just what I'm wondering is whether we are missing a victim of the ghost.
Well, that depends on if the ghost was summoned on the first night.
Oh, that's true.
You're also assuming that it's going to be
Hmm.
one ghost per night and not all 23 are roaming loose.
If all 23 were loose, I think it would be more obvious.
And we certainly couldn't. Yes, and we certainly couldn't handle up to 100. So we are going to have to find a way of completing the ritual while at the same time sort of cutting it short.
Well, let's see if I think Bryn says that in order to find this information, we still need to know the children's stories in the order they told them in order to have some idea of what might be coming.
Hmm.
That would be a
And
good idea.
for that, we might need their contact information, or at least what Detective Conan's friend remembers about the stories and what
Yeah.
order they were told.
Yeah, I was just thinking I was just thinking our boy detective could perhaps ask about the about details about the stories.
He would enjoy it.
Which story was told which night? Sorry, you were saying?
He would enjoy it.
Yep. It's true.
They'd be telling all the stories during one night.
Yes.
Ah, okay. I see.
Fiore.
But what if he might remember what order they were told in, because that's
Well-
probably relevant. Yeah.
Well, Yukari's in contact with him, right? So you can just
Yeah.
ask.
Yeah. See if see if see if your friend remembers what order, like what stories were told and in what order.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yes, Nanaki will be asking him and seeing what he says.
Yeah.
So what are you doing in the meantime?
Asher would like to speak with Shiori for a moment. So, Shiori, do you remember what the jeweled woman said about the children need to be punished? It's obvious
Yes.
that telling those stories scared them. Perhaps we can use them to continue telling the stories till we reach 99. Once we reach 99, we could offer the lantern to the spirit on the other side and snuff out the 100th candle ourselves.
That does line up with the tentative ideas that Bryn was talking about. We should discuss this as a group.
I agree. I just think that forcing them to continue to tell the stories would probably frighten them enough. That might be a good punishment.
It depends on how that would interact with the ritual, but you might be onto something.
Fear can be a powerful punishment.
It can.
I might even be able to lure them back to the room.
Let's get all these ideas out in the air with everyone.
Of course.
One moment. I'll still be able to hear you though.
Of
Oh.
course.
All right, so Shiori and presumably Castor is accompanying. We'll go look for where Bryn has gone, as well as find Mia and get the update on what Yukari's up to from Bryn.
Okay, so you find Bryn standing next to you because that's where we left off.
So Bryn heard Castor's idea as well.
All right, in that case, we are finding Mia.
And since you were near Castor, Mia's just right around the corner inside the store.
There we go.
So at least the four of us are together. Now we're just waiting for Yukari.
Yeah, it was on the bus texting because, yes, of having been delayed because of her ban.
The question is, did she take the book back out while she's on the bus and miss her stop?
Ah.
You want a story point?
That sounds like a challenge to me.
You want a story point?
Yeah, okay,
Well,
sure.
The other thing is, if it's a challenge, then Castor can have a challenge roll with Yukari and see how that goes.
No. It'd be as simple. Does she want a story point, or does she want to spend a story point?
Mhm.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. So yes, I
Yeah, so you guys, are
should be
outside the
back.
shrine near the market. You see the bus go by. You see her on the bus.
with her head down, obviously absorbed with something.
Picks up the phone. Ring, ring.
The bus is really noisy.
How many stops is it going to take for Yukari to realize?
I'm going to go and take a nap.
And
2 stops. We'll say 2 stops, and she's oh. So yeah, you get to the puzzle. You get everything ready to get off the bus. You're down 2 blocks. This kid comes walking onto the bus as you're getting off. You bump into him. Little Rubik's cubes scatter all over the place.
Oh no!
Are they
They're not
Question is,
solved either.
are they solved or are they unsolved?
They're unsolved.
Oh no.
Oh no.
You're just
Oh.
being so mean to Yukari tonight.
I have a
I'll
reason.
help.
You know what
Oh,
you can do though? You can talk to the Rubik's Cubes and tell them to solve themselves and then get out of there.
But that's cheating.
But you've already been late twice.
I'll spend that story point I just got to just resist the urge to solve each and every Rubik's Cube. Instead, just apologize and help gather them up.
Okay.
Are you apologizing to the Rubik's Cubes, or are you apologizing to the person you've not
Well,
been
she's
into
never
Rubik's
met
Can't
the
talk
person
to the
that
person.
she's-
Right.
So, she's apologizing to the Rubik's Cube.
So yes, I'm apologizing to the Rubik's Cubes if the kid happens to overhear and assume it's for him, then no big
Well,
deal.
You gathered them all up. He thanks you. And he goes, I'm Hattori. And he drops a cube in your hand.
Oh, Yukari, thank you.
You live around here?
Just over at the shrine. I really got to get back there. I
And the bus
missed my
driver said,
stops.
so are you staying on or you're getting off?
No, I have to go. Sorry, bye.
Okay. All right. I'll come by.
Okay.
Something
Yeah,
about that
start-
name is tickling the back of my brain. Do we have an NPC on the sheet named Hitori? Is it one of the kids?
Hitori.
Not on the list of names.
He's being added, but no, he was not on there before.
I'm also
Okay.
playing an L5R game, so I get a lot of Japanese names thrown at me every week.
Mm-hmm.
You're probably thinking of Hotori then.
Well, yes, but there
Doji
could also be an NPC, or PC or something with that other name. Okay, so yes, I'll start walking home at a fast clip.
Okay, so you make it back to the shrine, finally.
Captain's taking a nap.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Along the way, somebody offers you a trivia challenge for a prize.
What?
Yes.
Ah!
Somebody left behind a crossword puzzle at one of the bus stops.
I can pick up the crossword puzzle to do it later.
Yep.
The trivia challenge, on the other hand, can't wait. So, sure, I'll do the trivia challenge.
It takes about 10 minutes. You do well. You're given a stuffed bear.
All right. So, yeah.
It's a children's toy store that's opening up. It's a couple of blocks down.
Oh, nice.
You have a stuffed bear.
Yep.
That's an
So, yeah.
opportunity.
There we go. I'm not sure what it'd be useful for, but hey, I have a stuffed bear.
Hey, you can
You could
talk
give
to
it
him.
to a child.
True.
You can talk to it and give it a name, or see if it has a name.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you
Yep.
can talk to it. It's Teddy Ruxpin.
No, it's not.
No.
Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor.
Stuffed. Yes. Stuffed bear. But I mean, I would not assume that would be an ongoing condition.
It is.
Well, oh, okay.
If you
Well-
want to be able to use it for a bonus, it's an ongoing condition.
On the other hand, it might get left. It might get left in her room at some point. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Or in the gift
Okay.
shop.
I just realized,
Or in the gift shop.
funny enough, that thing sitting behind me is a Rubik's Cube.
Give me.
Yeah, it was a Christmas present.
I mean,
Go
technically, the
figure.
Rubik's Cube is an ongoing condition too, if you want it to be.
True. Mhm.
You're picking up knickknacks. You can say assorted knickknacks as an ongoing condition,
Mhm.
as
Yeah,
opposed to listing each and every single one of them. You
That-
can actually say
that's-
assorted knickknacks.
that's true. Yeah, that might be better.
Yeah.
Because you've got
Uh-huh.
the Rubik's Cube and the Sudoku puzzle and the bear.
Yes, and the crossword puzzle and the bear.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
a pencil and
Mhm.
Yeah.
Assorted knickknacks. Good. Assorted toys. Let's put it that.
Toys and puzzles.
Yes. Toys and puzzles.
So
There we go.
you're
Okay.
just about to make it to the gift shop
Oh
when a
no.
woman intercepts you.
Ah,
She is wearing Miko clothing. It looks a little bit tattered and frayed at the edges. She's wearing a fox mask, like a white fox mask. And yeah, she stands like directly in your way.
I haven't been introduced.
oh,
It's like
is
she
she-
knows that.
Damn it. I'll say to no
Foxman?
one in particular.
Your band's not going to allow that.
Damn, no,
you
it
can
won't
say to
allow
the
that.
fox mask.
True.
No.
Oh, mm,
Now,
Can
the
she
thing
talk to
is,
her
however, you
Mm.
don't feel your ban.
hmm. Oh,
She's not
okay.
human.
Not human.
So I could talk to her. Okay.
Yes.
Ah.
Wow.
Yeah, it takes you a few moments. You're like, wait a minute.
Like
None of our
oh wait
spirits are
wait.
really interested in our shrine today.
hmm It's like something major's going on.
Hmm.
I'm very sorry, but I'm already late. I have to get back.
No, you don't.
I'm expected.
There's someone in there that we want.
And who is we?
Yomi.
Okay, never mind.
Yomi, refresh my memory.
The underworld.
Ah.
A certain salaryman, most likely.
You and your kind have been marked. We can follow you anywhere. Bring him to us.
I would very much prefer not to do that.
I don't care what you prefer. We can make your life very, very complicated.
Can casters smell the underworld?
That's not a natural ability, no.
Okay.
Giving
Would
him
Shiori be able to tell that there's a being from literal Yomi outside?
No. The
Okay.
shrine aura is basically disguising her. Kind of like how it disguised the woman playing outside the gift shop.
Mm-hmm.
There's just one problem.
And what would that be?
Giving him to you would make a certain party more powerful, and we don't want that.
I guess I'll have to show you an example. She turns around and walks away. As she does,
no.
she just runs her finger along the back of this old guy. He kind of stumbles a bit and starts clutching his heart and collapsing. And she fades off.
Oh no.
So what are you doing?
I
Skill is
will-
your strength. You probably
Yeah.
might be able to do CPR.
I will attempt to help
And you-
the old man.
And you can
Okay.
probably also summon an ambulance while you're at it.
There may be something more you might be able to do. You might want to check if he has any technology in his body.
Like a pacemaker?
I didn't say anything.
None of us are actually there with you right now.
That's right.
Yeah.
For a story point, he has a pacemaker.
Sure. Yeah, okay, so I'll spend a story point and basically tell the pacemaker to even his heart to
To do its job.
Yeah, yes. There
Right.
we go.
Okay.
Mhm.
He starts recovering.
Mhm.
Looks a little bit out of it, kind of dazed. He looks up at you. You saved my life.
And I can't talk to him, so I'll just sort of.
Those of you at the gift shop hear a
Mm.
commotion outside because this causes a commotion.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Excuse
wonder
for
what
not
that is.
talking to him. I'm on the phone calling 911.
Oh, you're talking to someone on the phone?
On the phone, I can do that.
Yes, you can.
So yes, exactly.
All right. So,
The rest of us are presumably coming to investigate.
Yep. So there's this older gentleman laying on the ground. She's kind of looking after him and talking on the phone. He looks a little bit wiped.
Okay. We should get him inside where he can rest comfortably, and we should get him some restorative drink, I imagine, while we're waiting for the ambulance to show up, and take him to where he can receive medical attention.
Mm-hmm.
So Bryn will assist with that.
All right. So there's a little first aid place nearby, so you can rest there. Paramedics come to take a look, check his vitals, get his name, offer to take him to the hospital.
What did you introduce yourself to Yukari here? We found her with you.
My name is Sanzo.
Sanzo, this is Yukari.
Pleased to meet you.
Thank you for helping me. He fiddles around with a bit, takes out what looks like a business card, writes something on the back, hands it off. It's an address. He says, if you ever feel like you need to relax, my place is your place. You can go there.
Okay.
Oh,
That is that's an opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm presuming he's giving it to Yukari.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, thank you. That's very generous.
The Techno Fox is picking up all the things.
Yes.
Bryn grabbed a couple things as well.
Sanzo. So.
Okay.
Since you're here, Yukari,
yes,
we have some lucky sand. We might want to make that lantern you proposed.
The Badger's like, I made a lantern!
Yes, we had something a little different in mind, I believe.
Yeah.
The kind of lantern that's from this story about
It's blue!
Ao something or other. Bryn remembers the name, but I don't.
It has a matching ring!
Yes, but that's a different kind of
Mia
story,
just kind
isn't
of
it?
shakes her head and gives him another candy.
Scarf.
Bryn recognizes that story, but it's not the story that she's been talking about. So while she's happy to talk, I guess that's DC Comics with him for a little bit. She's going to explain the difference, that they're actually looking for a lantern from a different story. So between Bryn and Yukari, we are able to describe what it is we're trying to make.
That's a little bit more complicated than he can handle.
Yeah, we want to make something that that this creature would possibly covet.
Yes. So we're thinking of lantern with mirrored sides.
Neat.
Yeah.
Yes, blue glass.
Why not?
So what I believe we would need is a glassmaker's shop. And we can describe to you what a glassmaker's shop would look like and what implements it would have and how those implements function.
I can show you some YouTube videos.
That's a little bit more complicated than what I can do. I can only do like the simple stuff. I'm not like you foxes or like the Tanuki or anything like that.
No, but Shiori can help, and she has that kind of power.
I
So-
can help Shiori.
Mhm.
Shiori-chan! If I get
Well,
one more
Shiori
candy,
is
I'll be able to
here,
see
so-
through time.
All right.
Okay.
So, yes, we
And the
should
good thing about
probably-
doing it here
Sorry.
is that the sand is here. So if we screw it up the first time, we can try again.
Mm. So now we should probably all exchange information about what happened throughout the day, because I'm sure I missed a lot while I was preoccupied.
Finish
Preoccupied with what?
us. Finish us. You
Uh,
can't.
I found a book of Sudoku puzzles. He'd only done the first page and a half.
Hmm.
Out of
You can't
365
finish
pages.
us. You can't. They are actually literally taunting you. Which, by the way, informs you it was awakened before you got to it. It was quite possibly planted there to distract you.
I had a feeling I was being intentionally delayed.
I've got a theory.
Shut up! I will be finishing you just later.
Oh, you think so? You think so? You hear a tearing sound and one of the pages flutters off, unfinished.
Oh no!
Bryn stabs it with the pole that she'd been carrying before to prevent it from flying away.
Oh my god, I thought you were gonna say the arrow, and I was gonna be like, "That's
No.
it, that's the one." It's done.
like you wasted it on that. It's like...
No. The pole that she was using as a staff.
That would be funny. It's like, did you just use the sacred arrow to wipe out a Sudoku page? Crap. Hey, lady, can I have another arrow?
She's probably sitting there watching us, and she's like, "It hits."
All right.
So,
That
Second
book is
sister.
going. That book is going in a bag.
is that Sudoku book awakened? Is that why you're talking to it?
Yes, it is, and it's taunting me.
This really tiny voice.
Well, Johnny?
You have not solved me yet. That'd be
How
the
could
Rubik's Cube.
Sudoku book be awakened?
Multiple
I-
Sukumogami?
Oh, and a Rubik's cube, and some lady asked me trivia questions, and I won a stuffed bear.
Are you just collecting an army of Tsukumogami now?
I don't.
The bear
think-
shakes its head.
Caster's gonna fixate on the bear.
The bear turns its head about 180 to look at you.
Yeah, Caster's gonna like jump up and try to snatch the bear.
It's about that big, so
Yeah.
you can.
I mean, I've seen cats carry stuffies that big, so.
Yep.
Yep.
Hey, hold on. I'll give you an equivalent size.
Tentakitty.
Yeah. But it's not a Tenta bear.
Yeah, it's not the Tenta bear.
Okay, so you guys are getting your plan together.
Mhm.
It is almost time. I think we can pause here, wrap things up.
Okay.
Thank our audience for watching us, and I hope that they've been entertained.
We should let the audience know that next week's game is going to be replaced by game gabbing.
Yes, because we have two players who will not be able to make it, we will spend some time talking with our viewers, discussing gaming and other geekery. And if you have any questions about this or other games done by the company Fool's Moon Entertainment, I'll be more than happy to answer them. Who knows? Maybe we'll even build a shell there just to pass the time. With some input
There's
from
an
our
idea.
viewers.
Oh, actually, that's a good idea. Like how to build a shell.
using the
And-
advanced story point system, which is what Fox Magic uses.
Mhm.
Anyway, well, thank you everybody for being here.
Yes, thank
Absolutely.
you.
Good night.
It was a lot of
Stay
fun.
safe.
Have a good
Have a
night.
good night, everybody.
Good night.
Have a good
Yes,
night.
good night and thank you.